Well, in the real world, dictionaries are books that give you different words and their definition. Dictionaries in Python are somewhat similar. In Python, every dictionary has a key and then a value. For example, let's say we want to store the name and the age of a few people. If we were to do this using a list, it would be students, and we'll just set the list students equals square brackets Bob in quotation marks and then comma 12, which will be his age, and then Rachel in quotation marks comma 13, which is her age, and then Emily in quotation marks comma 15, which is her age. Now, if I want to identify what Rachel's age is, I will first have to identify where Rachel is in the list, and then look at the next value to see her age. This is both inefficient and ineffective, and that's where dictionaries come in. So let's create a dictionary with the same values. To create a dictionary, we need to use curly brackets, which you can get by pressing shift and then the square bracket keys. So let's do students equal Bob, and so students equal Bob, and then Bob will be 12, and then Bob again is going to be in quotation marks because that's a string, and then you'll have a colon separating Bob and then 12. And then when you move on to the next person, you'll be separating that with a comma. So after 12, you'll just write comma, space, Rachel, and then colon 13, comma, space, Emily, colon 15. Note that I have colons between the name and the age. This is because the name is the key and the age is the value. So Bob is the key and 12 is the value. Now I want to find out how old Rachel is. To do that, I will type students and then square brackets and then the key. So students, square brackets, Rachel in quotation marks, and then enter. And this is going to be in the console, just letting you know. And there I get Rachel's age. Same thing with Bob. We will get 12. Now let's say that Rachel has turned 15. We can change Rachel's age the same way we accessed it. So we'll just do students, square brackets, Rachel in quotation mark, and then we'll just set that equal to 15. And now if we print out students, we'll get that Rachel has been changed to 15. We can also delete a key value pair from the dictionary. Let's say that Emily left the school. Well, to remove her, all I have to do is use the delete function by typing delete or del and students and then Emily in quotation marks and square brackets. And then when we print the dictionary again, Emily will no longer be there. You can also find the length of a dictionary by typing len and then students in parentheses. So len parentheses students, and we can see that there are 2 items in my dictionary. One important thing to know about dictionaries is that you cannot have multiple keys correspond to different values or to the same value. For example, I have 3 Bobs in the class. A dictionary like this, students equals curly brackets Bob, one Bob who's 12, and then one Bob who's 14, and then one Bob who's 16. That should not exist, because now if I access the value of Bob, Python doesn't know which Bob I'm talking about, and it will give me the last value that I entered, which in this case is 16-year-old Bob. So whenever you use dictionaries, make sure that each key value pair is unique, and yeah, that's what you have to be looking out for. And that's basically it for dictionaries.